This is something that everyone in this game needs to pay attention to, especially if you're in low elo, okay? Look at what just happened. You have 4 out of the 5 defenders spotted. You can also see that a bandit just killed your thermite. It doesn't matter about the thermite dying. What matters here is the fact that you're Zofia and they have no Jaeger. They have no Jaeger or Wamai. Yeah. What is going on, guys? A21 Mayo here. Today I'm bringing episode number 19 of the VoD series. You can find links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. I would highly suggest you go take a look at those. I would appreciate the support over there. And without any further ado, let's jump into the VoD itself. Alright, this VoD was submitted by JKidsPlays. That's his YouTube name. I'm not really sure what his Siege name is yet, his Uplay name, whatever. It's I Never Simp. Okay, well, that's even better. Yeah, so this VoD was submitted by I Never Simp. So, hey, let's jump into the VoD. Take a little peep here. Alright, so firstly, putting barbed wire all the way at the top of these stairs is not good. Because what you're allowing to do, the barbed wire is going to be somewhere in this area. What you're allowing the attackers to do is pretty much walk all the way up the stairs. And you like someone or you could be playing top white stairs, you think it's safe. You can have an attacker far side on this wall, get an angle into white door, and you're pretty much dead there. So that's the first mistake I see. Definitely, if you know a staircase is naked in the sense that there's nothing on it, there's no goos, no barb, no elamine, whatever it is, you should be putting that first set of barb at the bottom. And if you're only going to put one set of barb on a staircase, put it towards the middle. It's situational for certain staircases, but put it towards the middle, just so that way they can't walk all the way up, as I just explained. Your team reinforced both of the kids' walls to dorms, which is also not good, because now you're allowing the attackers just to jump into dorms for free. Okay, wow. Yeah, I feel the same way, don't worry. Reinforcing the attic walls to kids, alright, so we pretty much got a one-way entrance into kids, which is not very cash money, I must say. Yeah, so, if you're gonna hold attic like this, you're probably gonna want an ADS with you just to support a little bit, you know. Alright, this Valk is kind of going crazy. She got an opening kill. Not sure who it is, but she did get an opening kill, which is good. That's top main stairs. They have a Dokkaebi, Zofia. And the last two are unknown. Oh. Did you put an ADS there? I don't think you did. No, you put one kids window, old gen window, dorm window, right? Yeah, so. Yeah, maybe if you lose this round, try to adjust your utility a little bit. The Valk goes on a flank. She kills one. Now, okay, so this is something that you have two decisions here. Since you know that the Valkyrie, let's back this up here a little bit. What the hell? Let's back this up. Okay, so you know that the Zofia just died because that is who killed the, I believe, Legion. The Zofia did. So you know that Zofia is somewhere main stair side, and you also know the Dokkaebi is main stair side because she shot at you. So you know 2 people at least are over in that direction. Now you see the Valk flanking here. She kills the Zofia, I'm assuming, and then she dies here in about a couple seconds. So you can either sprint up, maybe try to get the refrag, or try to help this Valk, or you can stay back how you did. Maybe if I were you, I'd probably play a little bit more aggressive, not necessarily walk into trophy room, which is on the other side of this door, but maybe get a little bit closer on this door, like set yourself up for the angle in case she does peek where she did over the shield. Just so that way you can kind of have that refrag capability if it is needed. Because, I mean, okay, so there's actually 2 there. It's either a Twitch, a Lion, or it's a Dokkaebi, Twitch, or Lion. Because... What are you doing? Did you try to barricade this door? You did, yeah. What? Yeah, okay. Not smart at all, and I think you know why. I'm not going to go too into depth on this, but obviously, I mean, as I just said, there is a possibility that there could be more than the Dokkaebi over there, which there was. There was a Maverick, Twitch or Lion, and a Dokkaebi. So, yeah, that was very bad decision making on your end. Usually, it's a pretty safe bet to assume that if there's one or two people in an area, there's going to be more, because attackers usually like to attack in a pack, right? So yeah, I think you know what you did wrong there. So I'm not gonna beat you up too much about it, because that wasn't a very smart play. So let's skip to the next round and see what we got going on here. Okay, so Thatcher's banned, so bringing Bandit is really good. Now, I'm noticing that your team doesn't have a Jaeger right now, so I'd probably hop off the Bandit and just go Jaeger. If you're not going to communicate it, just take the initiative, go Jaeger, or Romai, just because they're such a staple and a backbone to defense is a Jaeger or Romai. Like, allowing the attackers just to use their utility, like their projectiles, their flashes, nades, whatever, to the fullest potential by not having to burn anything, like Romais or ADSs, is not good. Also, reinforcing this hatch literally does nothing. This is such a old Oregon meta by reinforcing this hatch here. This hatch does not give the attackers anything. If they open this hatch, all they can do is cut off the double door rotate, which would be located, let's see here. I'll show you. So pretty much all the attackers get from this, they get this portion of visibility. That's all they get. They cannot plant in this room anymore. They cannot plant in that room. They have to walk through this double door here in order to plant. So you reinforcing the hatch is a wasted reinforcement. I'm not sure how educated you are on this map, but there's 3 hatches still. They just moved one from meeting into freezer. So definitely, if you are going to get hatches, definitely get the meeting hatch and the freezer hatch, which the fastest way to get to the freezer hatch is you go up the freezer stairs, you walk out the freezer door into the hallway. You're going to find a door just located just to your left. You go in there, you take a hard right, there's a hatch right there. So that's just a little tip for anyone that doesn't know where the third and final hatch is for this bomb site. This is not good. You just heard someone. That's the Frost. What is she doing up there? Oh my gosh. Goodness. Oh my gosh. What am I saying? Oh my goodness. You know she's in. Alright. Good job. You held the angle. Good job. You killed the Dokkaebi. Now, you know there's another person here based on sound propagation of the weapon. I think this guy's in bunker. Maybe the Frost broke the barricade, but I think this guy's in bunker. Blue bunker. Oh no, she's upstairs. Okay. Yeah, peeking the same angle. Obviously, they're going to be pre-aiming it, and you got killed from it. So, you definitely got way too kill hungry there. And again, I think you kind of know it. Yeah, just like you killed Dokkaebi. That's a pretty good pick. I mean, that's smokes and either grenades or smoke. Wait, she got her. Yeah, her grenades got taken away. Excuse me, but that smokes off the board for the most part. I'm assuming that the Dokkaebi was bringing smokes, which is really, really good. It's a very strong piece of utility, smokes are. So, not only did you kill a operator with one Dokkaebi call left, you also got rid of smokes. And you can kind of expect more attackers to kind of be pre-aiming the area and kind of being more cautious of it, which that Twitch was. So, just if you get a pick like that, pretty much a free kill, just leave the area. No need to stay there. If the Frost dies, that's her fault. But yeah, there's no reason for you to stay in that area anymore. So, actually, before I move on to the next round, one thing that I want to pick up on is you getting on default cams. So that's really good. That's a very, very good habit to have that not a lot of people do have. So, good on you for, you know, getting on default cams, trying to give call-outs. I don't know if you're communicating or whatever, but at least you're in the habit of getting on cams. All right, so your team won that last round. They pulled it through. Now you guys are gonna give a second jab at kids' dorms, or sorry, kids, whatever it's called. But the upstairs objective. So you want to go Bandit again? Someone went Jaeger, thankfully. You're going to swap to the dock. I'm not sure how common it is for console players to bring Maverick. I don't know what rank you are, and I don't know how common it is because personally I've never played on console. But bringing a Bandit, at least if this was on PC, would be kind of a wasted pick just because if Maverick's on the play, and especially in high elo, there is the high chance that they might bring a Maverick. And if you watch my streams, I say all that. Oh, your team went downstairs. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to back it up here for a sec. I noticed something, but to finish my thought, if you watch my streams, I say all the time that ranked players don't know how to play Mav, but I mean, you can put a line on the bottom of the wall and shoot the Bandit batteries and then ace the wall or thermite it or Hibana, whatever. So bringing Bandit when Mav's up, kind of a wasted operator pick in my opinion. You could definitely bring someone better, maybe like a Maestro, Echo if he's available, things along those lines. Okay, so this barbed wire placement here. So one thing again, pretty much the same thing but on a horizontal playing field here. You putting Barb in this door is going to allow the attackers to walk up all the way in this hallway, probably sit in this corner, get some angles into the bomb site, maybe get a free kill, maybe deal some damage, shoot some utility, whatever it is. But pretty much they can walk up all the way along this hallway. You won't even know that they're there. They might alt crouch walk, they might do whatever. They might be completely silent because it's siege sound, and you won't even know. So putting the barbed wire a little bit more in this area, that's where usually I like to put it, because it's very important that you maximize your utility to the highest it can be. So let me clear this here. So as you can see, or as I guess not see, but if you know, there's a window there. So if the attackers want to jump through it, that's why I put my barb here, because it covers the whole hallway, and it also will allow me to hear if anyone vaults into the barbed wire, which would land them somewhere around there. So I'm killing not only two birds with one stone, but I'm allowing the barbed wire to do two jobs at once. It's covering the hallway, and it's also covering the window vault into the hallway. So that's where I personally put my barbed wire here. And yeah, you didn't put a second set of barb there. So again, the attackers can literally just walk up to that door. You probably will never know. They might kill you, might kill a teammate, might do whatever they need to do. So it's important that you kind of think about where the best part of the map, or wherever you can put that set of utility, and how it can be the most effective it can be. Again, same thing. I mean, same thing. This hallway is a little bit more tricky, just because, like, there's a lot of different angles that they can kind of peek through. But, yeah, so, like, this is something that I've covered previously in other VoD reviews. Look at this hallway. It's a choke point. It's a little choke point. Like, these two walls force the attackers to come through this area. They don't really have many more options. They can go through showers, but I mean, they have to bucket sledge it, Zofia it, whatever, breach charge it. So you're going to know they're there. So if you put your barbed wire somewhere around here, it's again not going to allow the attackers just to walk all the way up to the door, get angles into the bomb site, whatever, you know. So yeah, put this barbed wire a little bit more up, because you're still funneling them in this area. And if you hear the barbed wire shuffle, you can pre-fire, do whatever you need to do. So kind of definitely think about your barbed wire placement a lot more. Kind of look at choke points, what's good, what's not, and kind of adjust. You know, try new things out. Because so far, you're making bad decisions, which I think you already know. And secondly, you're putting your barbed wire in pretty bad spots. Alright, so you kill the Maverick, which is really, really good. I was going to say before you engaged here, you are putting yourself in a horrible position, because you literally have nowhere to go. Like, you can either run outside or you can go back down the stairs. So sitting in this area is not good. Yeah. Sitting up here is not the play for sure. You're trying to ping the diffuser. There's another person out there. Bro, how do these console players get away with this stuff? How? Bro, how? How do you not... Okay, firstly, how do you not see this Valkyrie? You were literally just on the window, whoever just died to that Valk. Secondly, how do you not hear the barricade being ripped open? Like, seriously, come on. I don't know who just died to that, but hey, you gotta step it up. Okay, so huge piece of intel that you just got there. So you have a cap can, all right? Now, obviously, you know the cap can isn't on this door, and there's a doorway to Whitehall over here, and then there's a doorway into dining. There's also a doorway into showers right here. But there's also a window on this wall that you're looking at, this yellow wall, there. So that's probably where the attackers just jumped through that window. So you looked at, I think you know, yeah, you're probably gonna die here. She literally just jumped in and started peeking you. That's crazy. Alright, okay, so you know that she's in that hallway. I don't know why you looked to the right. And secondly, you backed off of the gunfight and you're going back up the stairs. You're putting yourself in such a horrible position here. Okay, now you know the last person is Junkyard. Based off the sound propagation. He's either outside that door or outside that window. Because you heard him shoot. Alright, so we pretty much just waited out that round for no reason. But yeah, so... definitely think about your positioning there. You got two... Wait, did you kill two? Did you kill two people? I can't remember, but you definitely killed the Maverick, which is good. That's a huge pick. As I said, Maverick breaks any wall, anything, just because he literally counters mute jammers, cades, bandits, whatever it is. So yeah, definitely think about your positioning there a little bit more, because if someone droned you or had a pre-placed drone up in big tower or small tower, they should have killed you. They should have pinched you in some form, and you probably would have maybe gotten away with 1 or 2 kills, but you would have died eventually, just because you literally have nowhere to go. If someone goes to the window or the door, cuts off your rotate, someone goes upstairs and pinches you, you're a dog being pushed into a corner. You pretty much you have to fight your way out, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, you see they have a dock. Now you also know they have a Mozzie, because you heard the Mozzie Pest crossbow, I guess. You heard it shoot out a Mozzie Pest, so yeah, you know they also have a Mozzie. You know they're downstairs. I don't see why you would want to take this area. Unless you're trying to crouch walk down freezer stairs. But hey, nonetheless, you are droning. You are droning, which is really, really good. So, hey, good job. Trying to find your drone. Alright, so your thermite just died. Where did he die? He died lobby side? Yeah, garage, I think. You know one's stairs. You know he's stairs. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. So a few things. Firstly, I don't know why you're trying to attack small tower side. Secondly, you're kind of sprinting around aimlessly. Okay, so actually, you know that the fuse is being interrogated right now, because not only did you just see the injure animation, like the little like plus with the circle around it, but you also know, well, at least I know, whenever someone is getting put through the interrogation animation, which is right now, the little like revive symbol is taken away, like it disappears, because they're going through the animation. As you can see right now, if I play the round out, you can kind of see the fuse kind of shuffling around because the cav has straddled him and is going through the interrogation animation. So if you know that you're about to have wall hacks turned on you, get the hell out of Dodge. Like, just leave. Like, there's no reason for you to sprint further into the enemy lines where you literally just had a thermite die. Like, you literally know this thermite died somewhere around this area, so someone's going to be in this area. The same way when you killed the Dokkaebi, the attackers kind of assume that you're still going to be in that area. So definitely pay attention to small stuff like this. And there's also a audio cue, like a voice command, for when Cav is interrogating someone. You can hear it, and I think you can hear it now. Yeah. So it's a little bit, earlier than when you get spotted, but you would know, at least I would know, that this Cav is, or this Fuse is being interrogated, because he's going through the animation and the revive symbol has disappeared, everything. You also know this dock is on main stairs because you hear the barbed wiring shuffling. So there's a lot of key points of information that you can get if you just paid attention. Yeah. So a lot of small mistakes that ended up getting you killed. And just like you not paying attention pretty much got you killed there. This Blackbeard is oblivious, but I'm going to skip on to the next round. Alright, you know they have an Ella shotgun again because of the sound of the weapon. You drove your drone into a Mozzie Pest. I mean, you knew it was there. You saw the symbol and everything. You heard the noise. So that's your fault, to be honest with you. They have a Cav again, which, I mean, is normal. So they have Ella, Mozzie, Jaeger, most likely. So they don't have an intel op, which is good. Or I guess I kind of do have an intel op now because he hacked your drone, but I would consider Mozzie a little bit more of an anti-intel op, like a mute. But they don't have a direct intel op like a Maestro, Echo, Valk, things like that. So yeah, I mean that's good. Obviously they could just not bring a Jaeger, bring a Valk or whatever, but Jaeger's usually like kind of a guaranteed pick. Alrighty, you want to get on this? Okay, so this rappel is really bad because not only can you be shot from kids window and you can't do anything about it, but there's also a small tower window that you can die from. So you need to be paying attention to that because I've definitely died from the small tower window trying to rappel into T3 here, which is the level that you're at in the tower. So the top level is T3, the mid level is T2, and then the bottom base level is T1. So you rappelling here, you can die to at least 2 windows right now. So definitely something you don't want to do. You want to be in the window where I think the thermite is on? Yeah, that thermite. You want to be the window that the thermite's on. Oh, he knows my trick, chat. Oh, you missed it, but hey. You gotta have a little bit more momentum for it. But he knows my sprint trick. They went kids and they didn't reinforce it. Oh. You can't do anything about it. Just shoot it. Alright, that's a Cav on flank. That is most likely the Jaeger. You can't rappel there. Oh, you can actually. Okay. I've tried to rappel there before and it wouldn't give me the prompt, so. Hey, I learned something from you. You learned something from me, I learned something from you. So, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. But, so I'm assuming the Cav Legion, and I'm assuming the last and unspotted operator is Jaeger. Now you're trying to go retrieve the diffuser. Now this is a very, very winnable round. Simply because you have full utility on Zofia, and Zofia is a very dense utility. Or utility-dense operator, I should say. So, you not only do you have a minute left in the round, and you also just fucking killed both of them because they lined up. But you get a lot of utility to play around with there. Zofia stuns are very, very good for clutch situations. Just because you can make a crossfire or something like that a little bit more to your advantage just because you Zofia stun someone. But hey, nonetheless, you won the round. Good job on you. They lined up for you. So hey, good job. Now, let's see what you do when you drone this. I'm assuming that you're about to drone it. Why are you going all the way over here to drone? See, this is not good, because now, look how far away you are from the window. Like you're a good, 10-15 meters away from the window, so... if you take your drone in here, you get intel on an operator, you get intel on a position of an operator, and they shoot your drone, and you might have been able to kill that person, Now you really can't, because you have to sprint all the way over there, and that intel is pretty much going to be useless. So definitely, like, there's a table right next to you, right next to this window, that you can just sit behind. You can go prone. So you're way too far away from your drone here. So one thing that you need to be paying attention to, firstly, you shot the EDD on the window, the Kapkan trap, but they also have an Ella, so you need to pay attention to that. So whenever I know that there's an Ella on board, whatever I drone, I kind of drone a little bit more thoroughly. The most common places for an Ella mine to be is around the trim of a doorway or a window. So kind of when you're droning and you know that the enemy defenders have an Ella, kind of look around the trim of a doorway or a window or wherever you may think there might be an Ella mine on. So kind of a little tip for you the next time you do go up against an Ella, because it could be the difference between you winning or losing a gunfight. Like, you could jump in that window, get Ella mined, you weren't expecting it, and you could whiff an entire mag just because you weren't expecting to get Ella concussed. Alright, so okay. Huge piece of intel right now, okay? This is something that everyone in this game needs to pay attention to, especially if you're in low elo, okay? Look at what just happened. You have 4 out of the 5 defenders spotted. You can also see that a bandit just killed your thermite. It doesn't matter about the thermite dying. What matters here is the fact that your Zofia, and they have no Jaeger. They have no Jaeger or Wamai. So you know that they have a Vigil, a Kapkan, a Doc, and an Ella. You don't know what the last, or the 5th and last operator is. But you do. You just don't know because it's not spotted. You know that it's a bandit because no one else in the game has a MP7. Nobody else does. So last one's a bandit. You know that straight up and out. So let those Zofia impacts go. Let the Zofia concussions go. You don't have to worry about burning ADSs or Wamais or whatever it may be. You can literally use your concussions and your grenades to its highest potential just because they didn't bring a Jaeger or a Wamai. Alright, Doc just died, so kind of a refrag, I guess. You kind of droned a little bit lightly. I definitely would have droned a little bit, yeah, because there might be someone close like that. So they kill the Vigil. Now, I would be Zofia stunning. If you're not going to drone heavily, I'm not sure how familiar you are with Zofia's gadgetry, but her Zofia stuns are basically like roam clearing. So, if you shoot a Zofia stun into an empty room, it has a fuse timer. So, if you shoot it into a room and it doesn't concuss immediately, it has a fuse timer. I'm not sure what the timer is. I probably should because I play a lot of Zofia. But I know that a Zofia stun has a timer on it and it will detonate at a certain amount of time if there isn't an enemy in the proximity of the Zofia concussion. Now, if you shoot a Zofia concussion mine into a room with an enemy in it, then it will automatically detonate based off the proximity of that enemy. So if you kill that Vigil there, you still have 2 Zofia stuns, and I know, I'm not sure if you know in this certain scenario, but I know that they don't have a Jaeger. So I can shoot 1 Zofia stun into kids. Okay, it didn't detonate immediately, no one's in kids. I can shoot my last Zofia stun into top white, into old gen, which is basically like the closet wall, like that area. Maybe into dorms, wherever it may be. But you can pretty much roam clear with your last 2 Zofia stuns, maybe jump in. And so on and so on. So you don't need to retreat here all the way and re-drone or whatever, because you know that they... sorry, I should stop saying you know. I know that they don't have a Jaeger, and I'm hoping from this VoD moving forward that you pay attention to the scoreboard bar above. I know that the last 2 people are a Bandit and an Ella. Okay, I know it's an Ella shotgun, and I know it's a Bandit MP7, and I also know that they have potentially 1 Nitro cell. So last one's the Ella. She's in kids. So exactly what I was saying. You would have known this Ella was in kids by either droning or Zofia stunning. It's as simple as that. So yeah, just something you got to pay attention to. Alright, I think I'm going to end the VOD here. Just because we're already at 34 minutes in the recording, and there's still a good 10 minutes left. So I don't want to make the VOD review too long. And I know I keep saying it in VODs over and over, but I see a lot of these VODs that I review, I see a lot of you guys making the same mistakes over and over. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. On attack, definitely pay attention to your situational awareness. Take less time about spend less time worrying about rotating as much, because I see you rotating a lot on attack. And spend a little bit more time about situational awareness. Like, we can recall back to the round where the fuse was getting interrogated by the cav. We can call back to this round by you not knowing that they have a Jaeger because you didn't know the last defender wasn't spotted. So those are little things that ended up getting you killed, because you could have, again, Zofia stun this Ella, you know she's in that room, yada yada, you can take the gunfight however you want to take. You know that she has a shotgun, so you probably want to take range in this certain gunfight. But yeah, on attack, definitely worry less about rotating as much and kind of trying to put yourself in different different areas of the map, and kind of pay attention to the situations more. Try to increase your situational awareness. And on defense, definitely worry about your positioning, because your positioning on Bandit when you died to that Twitch. After you killed the Dokkaebi, you should have not been in the area. And when you were Doc in Small Tower up on the catwalk area, I guess, like the upper portion of Small Tower. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why you were up there in the first place. Again, if you were playing half decent players, they would have pinched you, used utility on you. They wouldn't have just let you stay up there for free, because you're pretty much a free kill. Like, you can't go anywhere. But yeah, so defense, positioning, attack, situational awareness, most definitely. But yeah, I think if you take these tips into consideration, apply them to yourself, you'll definitely see some form of improvement. So I hope it helped you out in some way. Simp, I think your name is Simp. Yeah. And for everyone watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, maybe share the video with a friend. As I said at the beginning of the video, there are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. I would appreciate you guys would check me out on those platforms. Maybe drop me a follow, join my Discord. And yeah, I stream on Twitch every single day. I would love to see you there. If you want to ask me any questions about whatever it may be within the game, within life, advice, whatever it is, stop by my live stream. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.